You would know that Angel Reese has just been suspended for the entire season and fined over $1.2 million for what she just did, as she was caught saying the Z word on live TV.
Caitlin Clark, she will be missing Friday's game due to her continued groin injury, and Angel Reese has been suspended for Friday's game after getting assessed a technical foul Wednesday night for pimp slapping Aaliyah Edwards.
Angel Reese suspended, and now she won't even suit up when Chicago faces the Fever. Talk about brutal timing. She stirred up headlines by roasting her teammates, then immediately tried to walk it back once the backlash hit. Now, missing this matchup only pours gasoline on the fire. Is this just rookie drama spiraling out of control, or proof that Angel can't handle the weight of her own spotlight? Either way, things just got messy.
Angel Reese receives her 8th tech, which will prohibit her from playing against the Indiana Fever. And 2, she's in some pretty hot water with her teammates about that Chicago Tribune article.
Kathy Engelbert really thought she cracked the marketing code. Sitting in her commissioner chair, probably doodling logos on scrap paper, she decided the best way to put the WNBA on the map was by force-feeding fans 5 Indiana-Chicago games. 5. Forget balance, forget fresh matchups, just rinse and repeat like this was Friends reruns on basic cable.
The Engelbert tried to rig the cards in the WNBA's favor by having the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky go head-to-head 5 times this season. Unfortunately for Kathy Engelbert, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese will only be going head-to-head 1 of those 5 times, and that time has come.
The big sell? Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. The rivalry hyped as if it could single-handedly save women's basketball. But here's the twist. Out of 5 meetings, the stars actually faced each other once. That's it. Caitlin Clark's groin injury has lasted longer than half your Netflix queue, and Angel Reese has racked up more suspensions than post-game handshakes. Engelbert didn't deliver a rivalry, she delivered Titanic too. Still sinking.
How did that happen? How did we get here? What she just said, the national championship game. We were not talking about Caitlin Clark before Angel Reese walked up to her, did this.
Lads, Angel Reese is currently about to be suspended. She has 7 technical fouls on the season. And if this was last season, in a 44-game season, she would have already been suspended. She would have already been suspended. And it is genuinely one of the funny things about this, is that her fans are arguing that none of the texts are warranted. They are all warranted.
And why was Angel missing Friday's game? Oh, nothing major. Just your standard suspension after she unleashed a spinning backhand on Aaliyah Edwards like she was trying out for a UFC card. Forget boxing out. Angel went full Mortal Kombat. And it wasn't even a slap with the palm. No, she hit her with the backhand, the ultimate sign of disrespect. That wasn't just contact. That was centuries of sass in one flick of the wrist.
Yeah, she packed her up, bro. She low-key packed her up. It was so sly. Oh, shoot. Dang, Angel. Man, this is horrible timing if she get this 8th technical. I think they're going to give her a technical. Getting suspended for a game after what she said about her team basically being trash, needing new players, man. Yeah, that's a tech. Dang. She's going to be suspended. This is all just bad timing, bro. Bad timing. Jeez.
In her head. That's right. Angel Reese didn't use the front of her hand. Angel Reese went with the back of her hand and bounced right across Aaliyah Edwards' head. I will let
Cue the debate. Was it intentional? Was it dirty? Was Aaliyah selling it? Blink and you'd miss it, but slow the tape and the form is undeniable. The wind-up, the angle, the torque. That wasn't an accident. That was geometry. Angel's arm was basically a protractor drawing a perfect arc across Aaliyah's face.
Tell you, when I picked my phone up and I looked at all of these damn alerts, I say, hold up, wait a minute. It is looking spooky. Angel Reese got suspended. Angel Reese threw her team under the bus. When the hell did this?
And credit where it's due, Aaliyah Edwards sold it. Down she went, clutching her head like Zeus himself had just zapped her. Oscar-worthy flop. People acted like she'd been smacked into another dimension. Truth is, Aaliyah probably hasn't caught a slap like that since childhood kitchen duty, but hey, the refs bought it. Angel picked up her 8th tech of the year and earned herself a suspension. But that slap? Just another chapter in the Angel Reese saga. Because when she's not handing out backhands, she's handing out verbal smoke. Rachel Banham, not a leader. Hailey Van Lith, not ready for the league. Meanwhile, Chicago sits at 9-30. That's not a season, that's a cautionary tale. Yet Angel's acting like she's above it all, demanding greatness while drowning in the standings. That's like the fry cook at Burger King demanding a Michelin star because he salted the fries correctly. And then came the moonwalk. 2 days after torching her teammates, Angel started backpedaling faster than a kid who knows they are about to get grounded. Suddenly her words were out of context. Suddenly she didn't mean it like that. She apologized privately. She loves her teammates. Classic PR shuffle. You could practically hear Billie Jean as she moonwalked away from accountability. Enter Ariel Atkins, now cast as Angel's defense attorney. Ariel gave the heavy as the crown speech, painting Angel as a 23-year-old kid carrying the weight of the league. Nice speech, but the locker room wasn't buying it. Because half those teammates were thinking, "Sis, you literally said my name." That's not miscommunication. That's targeted shade.
Leah Edwards is a lot of buckets.
Here's the kicker. Executives around the league are quietly saying what fans already know. On a real contender, Angel wouldn't even be the star. She'd be the third, maybe fourth option. Translation? Not the queen, not the rook, not even the knight. More like the bishop, helpful, but not running the game. Yet here she is, demanding superstar reinforcements like she's carrying the league on her back. Instead of driving Chicago to relevance, she's crashed the car, blamed the tires, blamed the mechanic, and even blamed the road. Now the Sky front office is stuck running damage control, holding awkward team bonding meetings where everyone fake forgives while side-eyeing across the locker room. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, the other half of this rivalry, is at home nursing her injury in peace, probably sipping tea, while Angel's out here slapping, roasting, and backpedaling through the press. This was supposed to be Ali versus Frazier. Instead, it's a soap opera with injuries, suspensions, and messy locker room drama stealing the show.
Her entire team feels attacked by her from comments that she made in the Chicago Tribune article. This is what Front Office Sports is reporting. According to the report, Reese said she doesn't believe her teammates Rachel Banham or Hailey Van Lith are capable of leading a playoff team. Guard Ariel Atkins is another player on the Sky's roster with WNBA championship experience.
And that's where we're at, a rivalry without the rivalry. One star convinced she's the franchise savior but can't even save her own locker room. A team sitting at 9-30 with more scandals than wins. And a commissioner who banked everything on this matchup, only to end up with a comedy act. The Sky don't need new players, they need a therapist. Forget a rebuild. Somebody call Bravo and get these women a reality TV contract. Because Angel Reese? Whether it's slapping opponents or slapping teammates with shade, she keeps the league buzzing. That team meeting the front office through together? Less like a bonding session, more like HR intervention before someone files a complaint. Picture it, folding chairs in a circle, staffer with a clipboard asking, "Okay, Hailey, how did it make you feel when Angel called you washed?" Not exactly championship energy.
Guys, Angel Reese roasted the Chicago Sky as a whole, as an organization, as a staff, a collective, and a crew, so bad to the point where it actually gave them some motivation into next.
And of course, here comes the apology tour. The predictable "I didn't mean it like that" routine. It's the basketball version of a celebrity's notes app apology. Call out your teammates by name and position, then suddenly claim it's one big misunderstanding? Please. That's not miscommunication. That's just messy. And Ariel Atkins, playing human shield again, rolling out that heavy crown narrative. If the crown is really that heavy, maybe it's because it's built from all those turnovers and blown defensive rotations piling up every week.
The funny thing about the Indiana Fever and the Sky is that the WNBA commissioner, Kathy Engelbert, she started this thing called Rivalry Week, of which the parameters pretty much put the Sky and the Indiana Fever as rivals, and obviously the two players being the rivals are Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Now, Angel Reese has actually only played one game against the Fever, and she missed 2 games due to a back injury, and this will be her 3rd game that she misses against the Indians.
The irony is wild. Angel Reese demands great players around her, yet she's making it harder for anyone to want to play with her. What free agent wants to join a locker room where your own teammate might roast you in the press before you even lace up? That's not team building, that's reality TV without the glam budget. And the Sky front office? They thought drafting Angel was going to be a marketing win. Jerseys flying, tickets selling, social buzz everywhere. Instead, they landed a Bravo spin-off, subtweets, side eyes, and coaches aging 5 years every press conference. Rookie head coach Tyler Marsh, poor guy, probably thought he'd be implementing slick offensive sets. Instead, his refereeing locker room therapy sessions like a substitute teacher with no control over the class.
This just in, Angel Reese is just back to being Angel Reese. No mistake about it. She can come out and say that she apologizes for the way that people took the comments that she made, but her comments were pretty.
And maybe the funniest part is comparing what the league wanted versus what they got. They wanted Caitlyn versus Angel to be Ellie Frazier with ponytails. Instead, they got one head-to-head game and a blooper reel of suspensions, injuries, and theatrics. This wasn't a rivalry, it was a marketing campaign wrapped around a soap opera. And Angel? Every time she opens her mouth, she proves the critics right. Because if you're truly that good, you don't need to beg for help while shading your teammates. You just win. Jordan didn't go on TV calling out Scottie Pippen. He just played. Angel seems more invested in theatrics than scoreboards. And yes, that was a solid backhand with don't test me energy, but Alia sold it like she was auditioning for General Hospital.
Baby, one thing Angel Reese knows how to do is get the internet going. For those that don't know, an article was released today by the Chicago Tribune featuring Angel Reese, and she was basically just talking about the state of the Chicago Sky, her hopes in the offseason, and basically just putting pressure on the front office in regards to building a championship team around her.
Of course the league had to step in. Suspension was automatic. But let's be real, that meant one less Caitlyn versus Angel matchup. And wasn't that the whole selling point? The league hyped this as the must-watch showdown, only to watch it collapse into dust. That's like buying Super Bowl tickets only to learn both teams canceled. And Angel? She's out here talking about crowns when her season's been closer to Jester energy. Rachel Banham, Hailey Van Lith, tomorrow it'll be someone else on the chopping block. Keep this up, and Angel turns into the player fans love to watch, but no one wants to play with. A highlight reel with no chemistry. Stats with no rings.
Pressed into action as if I wasn't already. The NFL returns tonight. Praise baby Jesus. But I'm out of it for a few hours. And I get online this morning and I find out that Angel Reese has for lack of a better way of putting it, shit all over her teammates. Or as some people might call it, drown her teammates. And her teammates are none too happy, nor should they be.
And that's the punchline. For all the speeches, all the heavy crown excuses, the record still screams 9-30. That's reality. No spin, no PR fix, no locker room POW wow changes that. The Sky are a bad basketball team, and Angel Reese is caught in the middle, half rising star, half soap opera queen. Until she stops swinging at opponents and starts swinging at her own flaws, this story won't go away. It'll just get louder, messier, and more entertaining. And if that crown really feels heavy, maybe it's time to set it down and actually play.